didn't like me. Yo. Even the way she looked at me, she was a sister Kayana. I was very disappointed. Okay, well, it happens that probably wayengandiphiwanga. I don't know how to explain this in English. Like, you generally don't like a person probably for who they are or whatever the case or the reason may be. So nobazayengandiphiwanga ke uDiye, and that's fine. So I had to work with her in casualty. So in casualty, as PNs, we did observations and then decide if a person is green, yellow, good green or yellow number, or orange, I think. Yeah. And then the doctors would see those patients, and then not you would see. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Thabisa Skade. If you're new to the channel, welcome to our little but growing family. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for continuing to support this channel. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. You've got absolutely nothing to lose, promise you. So today I am back with a little bit of stories. I think 3 series of stories of my experience in the workplace. So the first one is when I did my community service. I won't be mentioning clinics, hospitals, whatever. I won't be mentioning anyone's name, but yeah. Okay, cool. So as per usual, the late karma. So I was initially placed in Free State for my community service. However, I could not go there because the unit manager or something there was like, I should wait for my certificate that says I'm a ComServe nurse for me to start, and those certificates normally come very late in the year. So people suggested that I contact the person in charge of placing people in the Western Cape, and that they might place me in the Western Cape. So I did that, and yeah, I was placed in the Western Cape for my community service. So I was placed in this particular hospital, which I won't mention, and I don't want anyone who worked with me there. I worked with some people very nicely. Most people, actually, I worked nicely with most people. That's just 3. Just 3 that made my life a living hell. So my first rotation there, I got there late because I was still organizing this placement thing. So I got there a bit late, and then they took those days as leave because there's nothing we could do. So I got there I think I did tell a bit of the story of how I got there on accommodation, on how I struggled to get accommodation in a place. Cool. My first rotation was in maternity ward. Worked very nicely there with the sisters, welcoming. Like, my first month partner was great, I'm not gonna lie. And anyway, I was someone who likes midwifery in any case, so I was here. And then the people there were supportive and very much eager to teach. Okay, my first month was great, cool. And then second month I rotated to another ward, which is generic ward. Consists of males, females, all disciplines, and children, pediatrics. Cool. I got there. First day, get handover in the morning. The person who was doing the handover was another ComServe nurse who's colored. I am gonna mention coloreds, blacks, and whatnot because it's who we are. It's who we are, not in any funny way or whatever, but it's who we are, and it's the people who did weird action weird actions towards the others, right? Cool. So she's handing over, and then she starts off handing over in Afrikaans. I don't understand Afrikaans at that time. Cool. And then when she looks, she notices I'm there. She's like, "Oh, sorry, sister. I didn't see you are here, so sorry." And then she switches to English. And then there's other ENA, you know, ENA, enrolled nursing assistant. I didn't know what she was then or whatever. She's those dark like colors. She's like, "No, you don't have to switch to English. This is an Afrikaans hospital. She must understand that this is an Afrikaans hospital. You can actually continue handing over in Afrikaans." Okay, I'm gonna be the sister in charge for the day. And if we are handing over in Afrikaans and I don't know what's happening in the ward, what then? I don't remember if she carried on in Afrikaans or what, but I like went through the folders myself because the things were written there in English. So I remember going back to read like what has to happen, next plan of action for the patients and whatnot. Cool. I kept quiet because one, I'm a very peaceful person. Not very peaceful. Very peaceful, shame. I kept quiet. It sort of hurt me, but I was like, oh, okay, cool, let me let it slide. And I mean in Afrikaans hospital. I let that one slide. I'm just gonna focus on these three people, on not really incidences, but how they were as humans and as professionals. Cool. And then the second one is also colored. And we had like similar surnames, very similar. Not gonna mention her surname. But cool. She was a staff nurse. I thought we were cool at the beginning. I really thought we were cool. Like I didn't know Uba, she didn't like me. Cool. So there was an incident. I think it happened towards the end of the year, because like throughout the year I thought I was cool with her, because every time I was like, "Mang, come and help me with this, should be there, like sister, blah blah blah." Like I really thought we were cool. I didn't know, but I don't know if she didn't like me or it was a thing of that. I have no idea. But an incident happened. I was a community service nurse, and there was another community service nurse who was just about to leave, I think in August or something. So what happened is mostly he was working day shift and I was working night shift. So after the handover, when I come in like at 7, after the handover, he'd hand me, excuse me, he would give me the drug cupboard keys. Ne? Cool. So he did the handover that day and whatnot. In my mind, I thought he gave me the drug cupboard keys. Like I had flashbacks of the days that he would give me the keys. So I really thought that night he must have given me the keys, because he always does. And so I needed to give patients drugs. Not drugs in a bad way. I get drugs that say especially prescribed drugs. So I was thinking, what could I have possibly done with these drug cupboard keys? I looked everywhere, the drawers, the bins. I was like, I have no idea what I did with the drug cupboard keys. So for all the patients for all the patients who required drugs, I like went to casualty to ask for the drugs. Like I took their folders there, wrote their names in their drug book, whatnot, and then issued patients with the medication that they needed. And the whole night I was stressed. What could I have possibly done with these keys? Where were the keys? Okay, cool. So I was stressed. Like the people whom I worked with, during the night, like, no man, don't stress. It's not like you lost the drugs. You lost just the keys. Blah blah blah. I was worried because one, I'm new. I don't know what happens to a person who loses the keys for like a drug cupboard, right? Cool. So they were like, just tell a sister in charge of the hospital for the night who was working a casualty. So I think the sister came. Well, I didn't go to her, she came. So I told her the story. She was like, nah, it's not a big deal. Just write to a report by Alzaz's ZP. You don't know where the kids are, and give it to me. I'll take it from there. I was like, cool. And then the people where day shift came to 7, I think, and I was busy writing my report. And this particular staff nurse also, who had a similar surname as mine, I didn't know she had problems or had a problem with me until that day. She came, guys. She came and stood here. Like I'm busy writing, and I was handwriting. She came and stood here on some, you're wasting your life. You are irresponsible. This and that. I cry very easily. I cry very easily. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. You're wasting your life, losing keys. You're irresponsible. You are this. You're a vet. I was like, what is this? Like I felt like, okay, I'm going to cry. What I don't need is to cry in front of her. I got up, and the bathroom was opposite the office, across the passage. I went to the bathroom. I cried. It's early in the morning, 7. I cried my eyes out, cried my heart out. Because why ndigcwaliselwa ngoku kodwa in charge one was like, it's not a big deal. Why? Alila bandahlamba ubuso bam, ndabuya ndayogqibezela ireport yam. I went back to finish off writing the report. Finished writing, I gave it to my in-charge, and then my in-charge was like, the managers were there by 7 after the handover, I think. The managers were there. So there was a manager for generic ward and maternity, so they were in the same office at that time. So she was like, I can just go verbally tell them what happened and whatnot. Cool, I went. I knocked, got there, the manager was like, oh, is this guy? They were nice people, okay? Coloreds, nice people. They were there. Hi, is this guy? I don't know in the morning, blah, blah, blah. I got there. As I started telling the story, I started crying. So the bathroom there, it's their office here. When you go out of their office, is the bathroom right next to their office. Went to the bathroom. I cried again. I cried because I don't know what's gonna happen to me. And then I'm wasting my life, I'm careless, I'm this, I'm that. No, it's chilled, blah blah blah. Cool. I cried, wiped my face, went back to the office, told them what happened, and I told them that I looked for the keys everywhere. I don't know what I did with these keys. I had flashbacks of all the days that the other sister gave me the keys. They were like, man, don't even cry. Man, Sister Skade, don't do this to yourself. Come give us a hug. I remember I worked a Wednesday and a Thursday, and it was Friday morning, and I was gonna be off the weekend. They were like, "Hi, come give me a hug." The other one was like, "Also, I want a hug." They hugged me tightly. They were like, "You don't have to worry. We are gonna call maintenance or whatever. Change the locker thing. Use another key. It's really not a big deal. Don't cry. Don't do any. Enjoy your weekend. Blah blah blah." Right. The managers, my ever party bam are cool, but this one is acting as if I'm gonna lose my concept. This one is acting like I'm gonna lose my concept. I said, guys, in the Nazi percentages, it's been a while. Yeah, you remember I had to wait for load shedding. Okay, let me not ramble. This one is acting like they're gonna fire me because I lost the keys. And everyone who is in charge of me is chilled about the situation. Right? Cool. No problem. I took my bags and I went home. Went back to work on Monday. When I got to work, I was told that that guy never gave me the keys that night. He went home with the keys. And when we called him at night to ask if he has the keys, this is what worried me more. He was like, "No, he doesn't have the keys. He gave them to me." Oh man, isesibhedlele. Zilahlile i-drug cupboard keys. He had the keys, and was he also off? Yes, he was also off. When he found them with him, he went to the hospital. Nick to the managers. I think the lockers were already changed by then. And then the other manager was like, "You need to apologize to Sister Skade. And when you do, you need to kneel down," because she cried over this. "You need to kneel down and apologize to Sister Skade." We didn't have to kneel down. He just apologized, and I said, "It's fine." Umdu who like put my heart in a weird place was the one who was standing here on some, "You're wasting your life." So from that day, I sort of felt a bit weird about her, because like, why would you do that to me? Why? Why must you talk like that? Why must you make me fear so much over nothing? Cool. Life went on. From that day, I took her as someone who doesn't like me. Like, he should be joyful at my downfall, right? Cool. But I was just cordial with her, because in any case, we had to work together. Cool. Remember, maternity was my happy place. People, they were nice. I worked very nicely in maternity. So it happened that this other day I was working in maternity, and we were working with her lower and Qalba Tikele squatting stick. We were working with her. So Kandi Teta, I normally use hand gestures. Like Malisa, it was kind of excited. I'll be here. Gezandla. So I remember I was talking to this other sister. Remember, there are nice people in maternity. I was always open to talking, blah blah, like I was at my happiest place in maternity. Cool. So I was talking to this other sister, telling her, like, Pana, if I'm okay, one thing about me generally, if I don't know something in nursing, I will ask. One thing about me, I won't do something I don't know. Rather, I don't do it at all if I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to put anyone's life in danger. So I was telling this others, I don't know what I was telling her, but I was excited. Like, this happened and this and that and this and that. I was happy. So this one girl who was like, I'm careless and whatnot, comes behind me as I'm talking. So my hand gestures, I think they went like this. So abethe ke kanje ngesandla sam by accident. It was an accident. So I turned back. I'm like, oh, sorry. No. I'm so sorry. It's a mistake. It's an accident. Clearly it was. Aqumbe ke my skirt. Aqumbe. Oh, ayisana umama benu. Asiphethe. Aqumbe ke darling. But it was really an accident. So then ndikubethe. Hayi. So ndikubethe. Emsebenzini. Nope, I won't do that. That's not me. Cool. As the day progressed, she was fine with me. She was all chatty. Ndakoyika ke mna ke xa ubane mini. Xa unje. Khasube nje kum. If you don't like me, don't like me. Excuse me. Like if you don't like me, don't like me. Don't be in between. Don't be confused. No. Don't be confused. If you don't like me, show me that. Listen here, TP, Skade, I don't like you. And that's that on that. Period. Cool. So I guess we were fine, okay, for Isha, and that was that. And then there was a third one, a Xhosa queen. Xhosa queen who is fluent in Afrikaans. I saw my Skade didn't like me. Yo. Even the way she looked at me, she was a sister Kayena. I was very disappointed. Okay, well, it happens that probably I don't know how to explain this in English. Like you generally don't like a person, probably for who they are or whatever the case or the reason may be. So, and that's fine. So I had to work with her in casualty. So in casualty, as PNs, we did observations and then decide if a person is green, yellow, good green or yellow never, or orange, I think. Yeah. And then the doctors would see those patients, and then it would see green sometimes. Or give the CNP. That was a CNP as well. Cool. So yeah, remember, if I'm not sure of something, I'll ask my senior. So when I would ask her, she would get annoyed. When a baby swing, but is annoyed. Like, I'm annoying this person. So she was like that. But to other conserves, I remember we had a colored and a white one. She was nice to the colored one. I've never seen her interaction with the other one. But to me, I'm my dear. And that is fine. But one thing I won't do is to do into ngayaziyo. Rather ndibuze. Udikwe dikubuzile. Cool. And then in the same casualty, I worked with a colored nurse, colored sister, senior. I had the best day. Very much open, very willing to help, very willing to answer my questions. I wasn't annoying her. So I'm not gonna say it's a race issue, because here's a black sister not interested in a black conserve. Here's a colored sister very much willing to help out a black sister. You get? So I'm not gonna say those were racism issues or whatnot. Right, sharp. Cool. So life went on. Okay. I worked. I only enjoyed maternity there. During my conserve, I enjoyed maternity and casualty, but generic word. There was a It was a lot. It caused me a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression. But yeah, I got through it. And I'm here today, 2023, recording a video. I won't go much into other things, but I just wanted to emphasize on this weird treatments in the workplace. Cool. 2019, I moved to, I just want to emphasize on this. I don't want anyone who worked there with me to feel bad that I didn't speak out, that whatever happened, blah blah. The matron, the managers, the PNs, everybody was nice, everybody was cool to work with, except these three people. Everyone, I knew I could go for help, like if I was in charge of generic ward and I didn't know or whatever, I needed help, I'd go to casualty, ask for help. The sister there would come and help me. If I still was in generic ward, I see that the sister in casualty is very much busy, go check out maternity. Now, Lampo, I probably wasn't supposed to go ask from maternity, but if I went to ask that, they were willing to help, like to put up a drip for a kid. Like, I'm not comfortable doing that for like a small baby. Hi, the week. I'd go ask a sister from there, they would come and get. Like, people were chilled. It's just those three. Oh, Lord, the first one. Sendikhulile lo wayesithi this is an Afrikaans hospital, she needs to get used to it, blah blah blah. I was working with her again in night shift, like either middle of the year or towards the end of the year. So a patient had died. I was working night shift. Patient had passed on during the day, and the day staff could not get hold of the family or something like that. So when they handed over to me, they were like, I should contact the police of the town we were in. I don't know if those police had to call the other police of a certain farm, blah blah blah, something like that, so that the family can either come in or call the hospital. Cool. I did that at night. I phoned the hospital. I phoned the police of the town we were at. The police were like, okay, sister, we hear you, but you need to phone the police in this particular area. I gave me the number, phoned those police, and asked them to go to, I don't know if they had an address or what, or a certain farm. But I gave them the surname and whatnot. Police were like, okay, sister, the minute we get hold of them, we're gonna let you know. Cool. Police went to that farm, to that family, and a person in the morning, a person of that family phoned past 6 or so. Yeah, past 6, I think. We just finished washing the patients and whatever, and giving them their medication for the morning, blah blah. The person phoned, and I picked up because I was sitting like next to the phone. Picked up, Sister Skade, what hospital? How may I help? Cool. So the person said they are so and so, gave the surname, and then ring the bell. So as I started to explain, the person said she doesn't clearly understand English. Right? Okay, I was like, oh, okay, sorry, let me get someone who's gonna explain to you in Afrikaans. Yo, cool. I did. So we worked with this other mister. So I was like, Meneer, can you like come? And Meneer obviously knew the situation. So I was like, can you just come and explain to the family member? which he said, okay, cool. I went on the phone and explained. This woman, Musari was like, Sister Skade, you can't force a person to speak English. Mna batong. When did I force anyone? I can go that day. I can look son. No. I was like, when did I force anyone to speak English? She's like, the person you just spoke to. Oh, and then Mr. was done speaking on the phone. I was like, Mr., did here at any point, did I like force anyone to speak English when they couldn't? Mr. was like, no, sister, obviously, Miss, you asked me to like speak Afrikaans to the patient. Oh, not the patient, to the family member. So I'm like, when did I force anyone? So I thought because I let that first incident of telling me this is an Afrikaans hospital slide, and she probably thought I would let the son slide. I don't know. And from that day onwards, she never had funny business to say about anything to me. Cool. And yeah, that was that on that hospital. I don't want anyone who worked with me nicely there. Like I there's something that triggered me to tell the story. Actually, I won't say it. Also, I even asked my friend if it's a good idea to share this. She's like, yes, as long as I don't mention any names and any hospital and whatever. So I'm just sharing this because these people need to stop. Like, we can't be treating people like that, right? In the workplace. I am there for most hours of the day, and it would be nice if that environment is healthy for me to spend those hours. So if I spend, excuse me, if I spend most hours in an unhappy place, Nzabanjani, how's my mental health gonna be, right? Cool. Otherwise, everyone was nice there except those bad people. And I don't want anyone asking me why didn't I say anything. Like, I like peace in my space. I like peace. Like, I'll do anything to keep the peace going. So that was me then. But now, Susan, that's a guy. Susan, emailing. Okay, cool. Moving forward, I thought that I'm gonna add all the stories of anyone and everyone who mistreated me in the workplace. This is my YouTube channel, by the way. Okay. So I moved to Cape Town. I was unemployed, and I used to moonlight. What do you call moonlighting? Working for an agency. So like the agency will either WhatsApp you or call you to ask you to work a particular place. Like I normally chose the places I was like the disciplines I was comfortable with. Like I used to choose the disciplines I was comfortable with, right? Cool. So this one time they phoned me to work in antenatal ward for a particular hospital. I was like, okay, cool. I'm fine with antenatal. Love me to be free anyway. I went there, worked the night. It was really nice. Like I was working, doing my PVs, putting people on don't let machine yakon. Personally, ECG, it's not an ECG. It's not an ECG. Leona leyo. Leona leyo. And then whoever progressed nicely, phone fonela ugqirha, afika ugqirha athi sharp sister lo maka ye-labor. Yabo, type of a situation. It was nice. Came the morning. Hey, came the morning. Kuthiwa joy comes in the morning. No, but it was not joy that came that morning. Figure OPM of the ward. So I'm gonna do my handover like it's in the morning. It's cold. I'm not gonna touch any patient. Don't do any. I'm wearing a jersey. That sister, I'm gonna say it in English, but she's Xhosa, so she said it in Xhosa. Sister is like, sister, you are wearing a jersey. So I'm like, yes, I am wearing a jersey. It's cold. Remember, I don't know this person. This person doesn't know me. I'm like, yes, I am wearing a jersey. She's like, are you gonna hand over to us while wearing a jersey? Yeah. What is this now? Should I take it off? I should take it off. Oh, my jersey. I put it there too, because the office was gonna be far away on the last room. I take it off, take a folder of a patient, and start doing my presentation or whatever, like handing over. She's like, sorry, where did you study? Hibo! Where did you study? I'm like, UWC. On my when I finished my handover, I was not okay. I was not well. I was not fine. I don't know what else. Like, she was out to embarrass me. Kubana, when someone is like out there to get you. My Kent was out to get me, son. I'm like, okay, cool, sharp. We finished the handover. I took my bags and my things from the office, went out. As I was going out, I met the doctor I was working with for the night. She's like, so your sister, I worked very nicely with you. No, and you should come back. I was like, you are never seeing me again here ever. He's like, why? I think the sister came from somewhere. And then he was like, oh. So I think people knew how she is. He was like, oh. So he got why I'm never coming back. Excuse me. So I left the hospital and I was here on WhatsApp to my agency person. I'm like, never ask me for antenatal ward of this particular hospital. Some believe my skirt. He phoned immediately. Like, sister, what happened? I told him. He's like, no, I need to address this, blah, blah, blah. Me being the peaceful person that I was, I am not peaceful. If you step on my toe now, I'm taking you on shame. Sorry. Being kind and cool and whatever is not working. For me, at least. He's like, no, I need to address this. No. He was like, it's cool. I won't mention your name or anything. But if this continues, she's going to continue with this behavior and it's not on. So I was like, okay, cool. You can address it and whatever. But don't ever. If they need a sister in that particular way, don't even think of me. Love midwifery, antenatal, postnatal, whatever, labor, but he was like, oh, okay, cool. I came home. Like, my heart was heavy. My heart was heavy. I came back home. I got to bed. I cried. I cried. Oh, I cried and I told everyone. And then there was my friend who did his comm survey. Phoned him, I was telling him. He was like, Tabi, I was shocked when you were saying you're going to antenatal ward of this particular hospital because diyamazla mama, unjeya. And there was a time that a particular doctor bought cake for the people who worked in the ward and was like, that sister mustn't be given that cake. That sister mustn't be given that cake. Imagine. No, I cried, shame. Dalila. I don't know if she went through the folders and people's idolala ndiyithandayo ndayithandiswa ngomnye sister waseGreyfontein to fill in a patagram. Loved doing filling that thing. So I think my dear went through all the folders, maybe my recordings or whatever, I don't know. And then this other day, I was phoned by my agency to ask me to go work a labor ward. Remember, a labor ward is not antenatal. Just that if Omdu is far dilated, excuse me, like I was working the other day, someone is far dilated, they're close to delivering, you send them to labor. So they were like, they want someone for labor ward. I did ask agents, but sure, by labor, not any other. Different labor ward, litoyo. What? Yeah, it's labor ward. Why am I tired? Cool. I prepped, night shift day as always. I prepped, got my supper, whatever, and then I went to labor ward. Waited, only to find out like we are a lot, like overstuffed. Overstuffed in the ward. And then the matron phoned. I don't know who phoned the matron or the matron phoned, whatever. And then they were like, Sister Bayagela, downstairs in matron's office. I went down to matron. Sister, we asked you for an antenatal ward actually. Did you get like, no, my agency said they are a labor ward. No, there must have been a mistake. But isikufunela antenatal, and the OPM antenatal asked specifically for you. Not to her mom, but I was like to myself, Lawyer Rudy and Jaya, why would she ask for me specifically? But it was a Friday, so the Saturday morning she was not gonna be there, obviously, because it was weekend. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I went to work at antenatal, worked nicely as per usual, and yeah, did my handover in the morning. It was cool. It was great. Wayengekho umrhorhisi wabantwana because ndandingumntana khonidi yondirhorhisa. Cool. That, like, guys, niyabona uba ndonwaba. Niyabona uba ndonwabanga, ndibanga comserva, hayi, ndibanga jejeza, ndibanga ba permanent, hayi. So at my current job, this is my YouTube channel, guys. This is my YouTube channel. I am saying my truth up. If you want to take it up or down with me, I'm joking. Okay, last year. So I am providing these services, the special services that nobody wants to provide. So I'm providing TOPs. in my small clinic. It's chilled, it's great. So this one time, there's a difference between asking and forcing. I know in my contract I had signed to go help other clinics should there be a need, but that there's a way like to follow. Like a person asking me to go help in another clinic should go sit with my manager, discuss whatever, call me in and tell Mrs. Skade, we have a crisis in this particular clinic. We'd like you to go help in the clinic. Sure, no problem. I had signed up for that. Yes, the right hand. Cool. Nothing like that happened. And then I was CC'd in these emails, and it's a lot going on in these emails. And then at the end of these emails, it says insubordination charges against Sister Skade. Batung. No, I was appalled by the disrespect. First of all, I was appalled by the disrespect. I remember after reading those emails, I was shocked. I was shooketh. I turned my chair in my consulting room and I cried. Oh, I cried. I was like, what? I don't wrong anyone intentionally. I've not mistreated, like I did nothing wrong. I said nothing on those emails. I've never had an interaction with this person, but this person feels they could write in the emails by insubordination charges against me. I was angry. I felt disrespected. I felt, Uba, what is this? I'm not laughing. I was shocked, most of all. I was shocked. So, okay, when something stresses me out, I talk about it. Talk about it to my friends. I talk about it to everyone. So I spoke with my friend. I'm like, ABC, like, what is this? What did I do? Like, why would you threaten me with such when I've said absolutely nothing to you, when you don't even know me? My friend was like, I know you let things slide, but this one, you can't. You cannot let this one slide. Wrote my grievance letter, sent it, gave it to the manager and whatnot. They kept on wanting to take the wrong route, route, whatever. And then we were like, nope, but they refused. I remember I even changed unions because the other union was so chilled about it, not feeling what I'm feeling, not seeing things the way I do. You get? Joined a vibey union. I have 2 unions now. So this one, when he read those emails, he was like, what? It's like this person is talking to a dog, if I'm being honest with you. They disrespect my darling to a professional. Also, before I'm human, the professional, no. Before I'm a professional, I'm human. Consider my, at least if you want to disrespect me professionally, respect me as a human. You don't even know me, for Christ's sake. He was like, yeah, I'm shocked. I am shocked. He was like, they know me. I'm gonna send him an email. He did. He came. That wasn't an apology, what he said, but he said in those emails he apologized and blah blah blah. And then my union was like, let's let this one be and look out for the next weird behavior. So I was expecting victimization, blah blah blah, but I haven't experienced anything from I would like. I am very grateful, actually. I'm grateful to my friend and her husband for like not letting me let this one slide. Because if we let things slide, people are gonna sit here on us, and that's not on. It's not cool. It's not great. I'm a very I'm not cool. I'm not cool. I'm kind. I'm a calm person. Really, I'd like to believe that for me and from me. I don't know people who've experienced me how they feel about, but I'm very chilled like that. Like if you have a problem with you, you are the problem with you. If you have a problem with me, you are the problem. I never have problems with anyone for no reason. At least for no reason. So I'm very grateful to my friend and her husband for not letting me let that one slide. Because wow, son. Wow. And so my union said, let's keep an eye. If he makes another weird move, we strike. And then from now on, I will not let anybody step on my rights. I'm a South African citizen who's paying tax like everybody else. So why must I be abused in the workplace? I must be happy. Okay, not happy. We can't always be happy. But the only stress I should have in the workplace should probably be the workload, whatever. Not someone trying to step on my head. Please don't step on my head. I'm very young. I'm very young to be stepped on. So yeah, if you are a man or a woman, you are in charge of some department, make sure that the people who are working under you are working in a healthy environment. There's no need to be mean. Like if you are stepping on those people, how do you expect them to be productive? How? Excuse me. How do you expect them to be productive? On the real. No, guys, and I believe the people who are managers and whatever, they have kids. Let us put you, well, if you don't want to put yourself in the person you are abusing's shoes, let us take you and put you in their shoes. What if your child was being ill-treated like that? What if someone does that to your child? How would you feel? It's okay, I don't have parents now to cry to. But when as an alive or a living parent, how would you feel if your daughter phoned you and told you that Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so is saying insubordination charges against me? How will you feel if that is done to your child and your child has had nothing to do to that Mr. or that Mrs. Your child said nothing to that Mr. or that Miss or that Mrs. Yeah, I shame. The abuse, the emotional abuse we experience in the workplace. No, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I promise you I'm not. I promise you I'm not laughing. But yeah, okay. Put yourself in my shoes. I said nothing to this person. I don't know this person, but this person is making such a huge bet, and this is my bread. This is my bread. Please make workplaces healthy again. We are human. We were birthed by mothers just like your mothers. They have feelings wherever they are if you abuse us. We are God's children just like you are. When we kneel down to God mentioning your names, He's touched. Because why are my people doing this to others? Yeah. No, son. No. Thank you guys for watching. See you. I'm not crying. But last year from June until sometime I was in a very dark place. But thank you so much for watching. I'm happy now. Everything is cool. I'm happy. I am working quite cool. Everyone is chilled for now. Everyone is chilled for now because we don't know what happens to those people. We all are going through stuff, but I don't feel like if you are going through ABC, go and treat Thabisa like this. If you are going through ABC on this, no, I don't believe in that. I've went through stuff myself, but you'll never see me go and ill-treat someone just because I've went through stuff personally. If anyone is new at my workplace, I'll try and make them feel as comfortable, because from what I've went through, like, it's not nice. Being made to feel uncomfortable in the workplace is not nice. So I will do all that I can. Oh, Messia, I'll do all that I can, like, to make the next person feel comfortable in the workplace because of what I went through. Be kind always, even if you don't know what I'm going. You don't need to know actually what I'm going through. Just be kind. Annie. So I remember there was this one sister in that hospital that I worked at. Like, she was like me. Like, I don't have a friendly face. Am I friendly? I'm kind, that I know, but I'm not friendly here. Like, I'll be here. And that is that. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I'm just like, I don't have a friendly face. I understood that sister. That sister would never get annoyed with me asking her questions. If I went to her and be like, sister, I'm not sure of ABC. She'd be like, come. Yeah, I'm by your hand. She'd go and help me. Be kind. I beg you. Be kind. If you are managing a unit, you are this, you are that, be kind. Don't wake up in the morning just to go and make Thabisa's life miserable. You're not gonna get anything from that. You are not going to get we should have one goal, actually. If you are working in a specific unit, we should have one goal. In my case, the goal would be to make sure that all the women that come to me are getting their family planning. They don't fall pregnant when they don't want to. Also, that they should be pregnant by choice and not by chance or whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Hi, son. This is my YouTube channel, okay, son? If anyone has a problem, I'm joking. I'm joking. This is my YouTube. I spoke my truth, like I was offloading. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If back with comment down below. Channel yam liya kombi zakwenza nix.